Remember that. All right, so let's start seated. We've been doing that quite a lot recently. Feels kind of nice. So sit up on something, whether it's a cushion or a block. If you're a bit tighter in the hips, then sit on something taller, even just a couple of throw pillows from your sofa or a couple of folded blankets or towels. And you want to sit so that you feel pretty steady and comfortable. There's no discomfort in the knees and the hips feel okay. And then the ideal alignment, as I mentioned last class, is that your knees are in line with your hips or lower than your hips. So if they're up higher, it pulls the pelvis so you slump. So hands on your thighs, palms face down. Sit nice and tall. Draw the shoulders gently back without pinching. Close the eyes. And just take a couple of nice deep breaths. Most likely, these are the first really deep breaths of your day. So your lungs might feel resistant because as we sleep, we breathe the bare minimum. And so sending a deep breath down into the lower lobes of the lungs will inevitably be a little bit of a muscular stretch across the muscles that run in between each rib, the intercostal muscles. But just like all muscles, they just love to be just stretched out and warmed up, and we do that through the breath. Now, if there's a lot of colds going around, so if you feel like you can't breathe properly through your nose, then just breathe in and out through your mouth for a little while, or even for the whole practice if you need. Just another couple of breaths just as you are. And with your exhales, just let yourself totally relax downwards while at the same time sitting taller. So there's the feeling of just everything just dropping down, even as the spine stretches up. Nice. And for just the last moment here, just observe what's going on for you within yourself, your mood, your energy. No right or wrong answer, just observing what is as is. And then mindfully, softly blink the eyes open, but just like you're gazing through your eyelashes. Slide the hands down alongside of you. And as you inhale, sit a little taller, maybe lift the chest a little bit. And as you exhale, just start to hinge forward with respect to your knees and your hips. Maybe the hands come forward, maybe not. Maybe you do a little round just to release out through the lower back and through the middle back. Take a breath there. And then as you inhale, you're going to pad your way back up again, but keep the legs. Bring the left hand down by your side and inhale, reach up through the right arm. Exhale, take a side stretch. So the left hand creeps away to make space. Right arm reaches up and over. Good. Anchor that right sit bone. And as you push down through the left palm, kind of leaning up into the outer right rib cage. And then reach more through the right fingertips. Yeah. And then inhale, glide back up. Exhale, both hands come down to begin, and then we'll change sides. So inhale, left arm up. And exhale, here's the second side stretch. So the right hand slides over to make space. Head back a bit so your neck's in line with your spine. Yep, nice, Joe. Now anchor that left sit bone. Reach through the left fingertips. Push down with the right hand and lean up into the outer left rib cage. So you might even feel a little stretch into the outer armpit there. One more breath, reach more through the left hand. And then inhale, glide back up. Exhale, both hands down. Lean back to make this easy. Change the cross of the shins. So the other shin's in front. Hands alongside you, sit tall as you breathe in, and just ease forward as you breathe out. Inevitably, one side feels a little weird. So if this is the slightly weird feeling side, just be patient with the body. And just breathe into that mid to lower back. Again, just trying to warm up those muscles that support your breathing with the depth and the warmth of the breath. One more breath just as you are. And then as you inhale, glide your way back up, but keep the legs. This time, right hand comes to your left knee, left hand behind you. Sit up tall as you breathe in and twist round left as you breathe out. And that left hand could even come a little further round, or even come all the way around and catch the inner right thigh if you prefer. But think of stretching upright through the crown of the head. Good. And then as you sit tall, you just deepen that twist round. Take another deep, full breath there. And then inhale, glide back. Exhale, change hands first. And then inhale, sit tall. And exhale, twist yourself round. And once again, think of lifting through the crown of the head. That right hand could stay or creep further round or catch the inner left thigh. Louise, a troublemaker again this morning. Take a breath as is. And then as you inhale, glide on out and exhale there. Lace the fingers in front of you. Turn the palms to face forward. Draw back towards you with your little fingers and your thumbs. You'll feel a little stretch across the wrists and the palms. And then inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Now press up through the heels of the hands and gently draw back through the front ribs, just so you're containing the front body. Good. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, release the hands in front. Look at the hands and you're going to change the interlace. So now the other little fingers on top, the other thumbs on bottom. Push away through the palms again. Draw back through the little fingers and thumbs. And then inhale, lift up. Now, as you press up through the heels of the hands, draw back through the front ribs. And take a nice deep breath, trying to send the breath back and down into the lower lobes of the lungs where we focused on in the beginning. One more breath. And then release the hands. Shake the hands out. We've woken up those hands a little bit. And then you're going to move whatever you're sitting on out the way and come forward to all fours. So hands and knees, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And those newly awoken hands just spread out through the fingers, wrist crease parallel to the front of the mat. So as you inhale, lift the crown, lift the tail. Be mindful of the lower back there. Exhale, round out the back and push away the floor. And we'll do it again. So inhale, lift and lengthen. Hands and knees almost pull towards one another. And exhale, round, and hands and knees almost push away from one another. And again, inhaling. So yes, you're working on that movement in the spine, but you're also working to open the breath. And exhaling. Empty out the lungs. One more time, inhaling. Good, and exhaling. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, sit back for child's pose. Let your back round a little bit. Push down through the palms. And then inhale, walk the hands off towards the left. Reach away through the right arm. Now, because we've already done a side stretch, if this feels kind of open now, you could even stack the right hand on the left hand. And then lean your torso right a little so you make a bit more of a bow through that right side. And then inhale, walk the hands over to the right. And maybe that's enough. Maybe you stack the left hand on the right hand. And either way, as you draw back through the left hip, lean the torso left. Just unstick that left side. And then inhale, walk the hands back to center and pause there as you exhale. Inhale, come on forward to all fours. This time, tuck the toes. And exhale, lift the knees to downward facing dog and just pat out the heels. And just be really patient with the body. Just allow the body to open. First down dog of the day. Sometimes the body feels like it's not ready for that. So just breathe into it and stretch out into it. Take one more breath as you are, maybe still patting out, maybe staying still. And as you inhale, let's glide forward to a plank position. You could drop your knees if you want, and you're just going to move back to down dog as you exhale. So gathering a little bit of core strength and awareness here. So inhale, come forward to plank. And exhale, bring it back to down dog. And just two more times. Inhale, come forward to plank. Core strong, legs strong. Nice, Tessa. Exhale, bring it back. Nice, Michelle. One more time. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, bring it back. This time, inhale back into plank. And then lie down as you exhale. Option to drop the knees as always. Point the toes back. Come up onto the forearms for Sphinx. So as you anchor the elbows, lift the crown. Point the toes back and stretch long in the legs. And think of the sternum pulling forward and up. Shoulders gently drawing back and down. But again, as we open into the upper back, which for a lot of us is the tightest, most unwilling part of the spine, we also ask the lungs to open a little extra. And this is so nice in a culture now when we tend to be quite rounded through the upper back and we sort of hunch over small phones and computers and whatnot. So take a nice full breath in, lift a little more, and lie down as you breathe out. Now use your right forearm under your forehead, bend the left knee, and as long as it's okay on the knee, catch the foot with the left hand. Bring the thighs together, and as you draw the heel in towards your bum, anchor the front of the pelvis down. And as you draw the heel in, think of the left knee drawing backwards towards the back of the mat or towards the right foot. And just feel your way into the front of that left thigh, just sending breath there, tilting the tailbone back towards your feet. One more big inhale, and then just let go as you exhale, and we'll swap. So left forearm under forehead, bend up that right knee and catch the right foot. Thighs together. Heel in. Pubic bone and the frontal hip points ground evenly. And as you draw in the heel, lengthen the right knee back. And just breathe open the front of that right thigh. One more. Can you get that breath a little deeper? And as you next exhale, just release it, hands back under shoulders. Inhale, come on up to all fours, tuck the toes, and exhale to down dog, lift the hips. Take a breath there, stretch it back. As you inhale, walk your feet up towards your hands. So you're going to end up at the front part of the mat. Catch the elbows when you arrive. Feet are about hip width apart and parallel, knees soft. And as you hang, let your head go. And breathe into those side ribs. Just using this moment when gravity's helping you out. Traction in the spine. Head heavy. And then with your exhale, drop the arms. Inhale, roll up through the spine, gaze down till you're all the way up. And when you come up, shoulders roll back, head lifts last. And exhale, hands to prayer. Stay and just take a nice deep full breath. We're going to work with the action of vinyasa, so syncing breath with movement. So first, just arm circles to begin. So as you inhale, reach the arms out and up. Prayer as you exhale, and really try to get the movement to reflect the smooth slowness of the breath. So inhale, reach. Exhale, prayer. One more time. Inhale. So if you're able to breathe more slowly, let your movement be slower too. Exhale. Now, a half sun salutation. So inhale, reach the arms out and up. Keep inhaling till the hands touch. Then exhale, dive all the way down. Take your whole exhale to arrive down, hands on the shins or the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, fill up your lungs. Back to your forward bend, exhale. Now use your inhale to stand up. Make the inhale last. Keep inhaling until the hands touch overhead. Prayer, exhale. So that's it. We're going to do it again. So big inhale to reach. Full exhale to dive. Inhale halfway. Dive again, exhale. Stand, inhale. Keep inhaling. Make that inhale last, hands touch. Prayer, exhale. Just going to do that one more time. So deep inhale, really filling up your lungs, stretching the lungs. Full exhale, emptying out your lungs as you fold into the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold again, exhale. Stand, inhale, reach. Prayer, exhale. So same breath, same sinking of breath and movement. Building now. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift, and this time, down dog, exhale, hands down, feet back. Exhale fully. Then inhale, come forward to plank. Back to down dog, exhale. And again, inhale forward to plank, slow breaths, and therefore slow movement. Exhale, down dog. One more time, inhale, plank. And exhale, down dog. This time, inhale back to plank. Lie down, exhale. Inhale, scoop forward for cobra. Through the knees to down dog, exhale. Inhale, walk, step, or jump the feet to the hands. And exhale, fold over the legs. Flat back to stand, inhale, make the inhale last, hands touch at the very height of the breath. Prayer, exhale. So we're gonna do the same exact thing. Inhale, reach. So now that you know what you're doing, you can breathe a little more consciously. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Down dog with that exhale. Exhale fully. Plank, inhale. Try to inhale deeply. Down dog, exhale. Slow it down a little. Plank, inhale. Good. Down dog, exhale. One more like that. Plank, inhale. Back to down dog, exhale. This time, plank, inhale, and lie down, exhale. Scoop into your cobra, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Exhale fully till you arrive in down dog. Inhale, walk, step, or jump the feet to the hands. And exhale, fold. Flat back to stand, inhale. And this time, we're gonna exhale and come straight back down. So exhale, fold all the way down. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Step the left foot back, deep lunge, exhale. Drop the knee or not, it's up to you and your energy level. Inhale, rise up, crescent. So now it's our first hold of a pose, but keep that breath flowing. Square the hips, good job, bend the front knee. Work through the back leg. Nice, Catherine. Deep, full breath, as though you're still flowing, only just happen to be holding a pose. Now, inhale, hands come down to the floor. Exhale, twist around to your right, reach up through the right arm. Drop your hips. If your back knee's lifted, keep working through the back leg. And as you exhale, twist a little more through the upper chest. Inhale, both hands down, front foot stays. Exhale, straighten the front leg, hop in the back foot a step if you want. Hands on a shin, ankle, brick, or floor. Once again, full breath. If you're quite open like this, then the tendency is to lock the knee, put a micro bend in that front knee, and just track it in line with the center of the foot and the hip. Take one more breath as you are. Maybe let the head hang if that feels okay on your neck. Inhale, bend the front knee, hands down, and exhale to down dog. Lift the hips, stretch it back. Holding down dog for 2 breaths, and lift through the sit bones. Press back through the tops of the thighs. Options stay or our first vinyasa. Inhale, glide forward to plank. You can drop your knees. Exhale, lie down or hover, chaturanga, elbows back. Inhale, cobra or up dog, neck is long. And exhale to down dog. Nice, Jude. Press it back. Take a breath there. And then inhale, walk, step, or jump the feet to the hands. Exhale, fold. Flat back to stand. Inhale. Once again, make the inhale last. Hands touch at the height of the breath. Dive straight back down. Exhale, fold into the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, and step the right foot back. Exhale, drop the knee or not, it's up to you. Inhale, rise up. Square the hips front, bend into the front knee. Nice, work through the back leg if the knee's up. Find somewhere to soften, maybe your jaw, your tongue, your eyebrows, maybe your hands are tense. Just let the pose breathe with you. One more breath, make it a good one. And then as you exhale, bring the hands down to the floor. And as you inhale this time, turn around left, reach up. And exhale, drop the hips. If your back knee's lifted, work through that back leg. And just observe, because last time we came into this with the exhale, what preference did you have? Did you like lifting with the inhale? And then you observe that the breath changes the nature, the sort of character of the pose. Inhale, both hands down, front foot stays. Exhale, straighten the front leg, hop in the back foot a step if you want. Inhale, chest forward, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Remember, hands could be on the shin, ankle, brick, or floor. And if your tendency is to lock your joints, put a little micro bend in that left knee. Breathe it open. One more. And then inhale, bend the front knee, hands down. And exhale to down dog. Stretch it back, lengthen. And then either stay there or follow the rhythm of your breath, vinyasa. So your inhale, you glide forward, fill your lungs. Exhale, lie down or hover. Wait till you're empty. Then inhale, pull the chest through, shoulders drop back, and use your exhale, bring it back to downward facing dog. Lovely. Take a breath. Inhale, walk, step, or jump the feet up to the hands. Exhale, fold over the legs. Flat back to stand. Inhale, reach. Keep inhaling, stretch your lungs. Dive down again. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Down dog. Exhale. This time, float up the right leg. Inhale. Bend the knee, roll open the hip. Exhale, square round right. Now you're going to stay here for a breath. Push the palms down, stretch long from wrists out through the right knee. And then inhale, straighten out through the leg. Exhale, warrior 2. Right foot up, left heel grounds. Use your inhale to rise up. As you exhale, bend into that front knee, press it open. Tail is heavy, good. And again, even though you're holding a pose, let the breath flow like the tide. And in fact, let's keep going with that. So inhale, straighten the front leg, reach the arms. Exhale, back to warrior 2. And again, inhale. Full exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Now keep the legs. Inhale, reverse the warrior, reach up and over through the right arm. Exhale, bend more into that front knee. Yeah, and think of the left leg pushing up into your left hand. Good, Sophie. Now stay with this. Inhale, straighten up the front leg. Exhale for triangle, reach forward down to your shin. Turn the ribs, stretch up through that right arm. Now draw the belly in so your lower back's stable, but send breath wide into those side and back ribs. And we're going to challenge the breath a little more by adding a balance. So inhale, left hand down, look down. Exhale, bend the front knee, hop in the back foot. Inhale, right hand to a brick or the floor in front of and to the right of the right foot. Inhale, float up that left leg. Now, press back through the left foot. Reach forward through the crown. Turn the hips, the belly round left. Nice, Jude. Reach up through that left arm. Now, even as you hold the pose, can you flood it with breath? So how does the breath help you here? Can you inhale and lengthen? Exhale, turn. One more, good. Next exhale, bring it back for warrior two. Hands on hips, inhale, straighten the front leg, well done. Pivot the feet and exhale, fold forwards and down, hands onto a block or the floor. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the sit bones, and exhale, fold a little deeper. Hands might walk through the legs or you might grab the ankles, whatever feels good, but honoring again the breath. Flooding with your inhale. The lungs kind of hug the heart with the exhale. One more. And then as you inhale, walk the hands round to the front of the mat, pivot the feet. Exhale, drop the back knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up over your head. So low lunge like earlier for some of us. Square the hips and exhale, bend the front knee. Now stay here if you'd like, or with your breath, hook your thumbs, lift the chest, and that controlled arch back. It's like you're lifting the ribs up off the pelvis as you arch. And as you arch, bend more into that front knee. Nice, one more breath there. And then inhale, hands fold to prayer. Exhale, twist round right, hook the left elbow outside the right thigh. Press the prayer to turn. Now either stay here or spread the wings, left hand down, right arm up, or even tuck the back toes and exhale to lift the back knee. And once again, twists and balance tend to be the places that it's hardest to really flood the pose with breath. So fill up wherever you can with your inhale and deepen the twist with the exhale. One more breath there. Well done. Thanks, Michelle. Inhale, bring both hands down to the floor. Exhale to down dog. Lift the hips, step it back. Stretch it out. And either stay there and just breathe or follow the rhythm of your breath as you flow through your vinyasa. And again, let the breath guide the movement. Lovely, Catherine. Okay, so homeward bound. Left leg's gonna float, inhale. Bend the knee, roll open the hip, exhale, and you're gonna stay here for a moment, pushing the hands down, stretching the left knee back away from the wrists. Inhale, straighten it out. Exhale, warrior two. So your exhale, you step up. Inhale, rise up, reach out. And as you exhale, bend into that front knee and make those alignment shifts, but with breath. Left knee presses open, right leg is strong, tail a little heavier for some of us so that lower back stays long. And let's breathe with it. So inhale, straighten the front leg, reach the arms. Exhale, warrior two. And again, inhale. Exhale, try not to lock that front knee. Inhale, so it's like it almost comes all the way to straight, but not. And exhale. Now keep the legs. Inhale, reverse it. Press the right leg up into the right hand. Reach the left arm up higher. And then with your inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, turn and reach. And once again, just gently draw the belly in so that lower back's long. Good. Turn through the middle ribs. Sophie, head back a bit so your neck's in line. Yep. And commit to your breath here. Exhale, hand down, look down. Inhale, bend the front knee, hop in the back foot. Inhale, left hand forward. And next inhale, reach up the right leg. Exhale, work the legs as you turn. Reach up through that right arm. Strong through the lifted leg. Yes, and use the breath. Your inhale, lengthen, right heel through the crown. Exhale, turn a little bit more. Reach a little bit higher. One more breath there. Excellent, guys. And as you exhale, bring it back, warrior two. Hands on hips, inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, pivot, feet parallel. This time, inhale, lift the chest. Just get that length across the front of the collarbones. And then exhale, fold forwards and down, hands to a block or the floor. Inhale, lift the chest, sit bones lift. And exhale, fold. And once again, just not locking the knees, that micro bend, you'll still feel the stretch in the hamstrings. One more breath. And then inhale, walk the hands round front of the mat, pivot the feet. Exhale, drop that back knee. You can always pat up the knee if the knee's sensitive. Inhale, reach the arms up, low lunge. Square the hips front. Exhale, bend into that front knee. Good. Now hook your thumbs, other thumb in front. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, arch back. Arms back in line with your ears. Breath lifting the lower front ribs up. Keep lunging forward. Use this breath. Energize and restore. And as you inhale, hands to prayer. Exhale, twist left. Press the prayer and turn. Option stay, option spread the wings, option tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. And just see if it feels squashed to breathe there, right? So where can you send breath to expand with the inhale? And then with that exhale, can you deepen the twist, turning further round? Good. One more breath there. Keep lunging forward. Good. Inhale, hands come down. So it's a big inhale to come out. Exhale to down dog. Lift the hips and stretch it back. This time, inhale, come forward to your plank. And exhale to lie down. Now, arms stretched down by your sides, or you could clasp your hands behind your back. And as you inhale, lift the chest, arms, legs up off the floor. And as you exhale, lengthen. So think of the toes stretching back. Awesome, Tessa. Awesome, Joe. Take a deep, full breath in and lie down as you breathe out. Turn your head to face one side. Just let your hips sway. Just make sure that lower back's okay. We're going to do the same again. So arms down by your sides or second interlace behind your back. Shoulders draw back. Inhale, lift your chest, arms, legs. Exhale, shoulders hug in. So there's a smile across the collarbones because those shoulder blades narrow towards one another. Nice. One more inhale, peel up another rib. And lie down, exhale. Good, Catherine. Turn your head to the second side. Take a breath. Sway your hips if it feels helpful. And then hands under shoulders. Inhale, come on up to all fours. And look down at your knees. You want them hip width apart. And now lift your hands up so you're coming up to kneel for our camel. Now, for today, actually for every day, you don't have to bring your hands down. You could keep your hands on your bum. But the action is to lift the chest so that the breath is really full. This is what helps us manage stress, what helps us feel more energized. So toes tucked is easier, untucked is harder. It's up to your body. Hands to your bum, not your lower back, lower than that, because what you're trying to do is manually tilt your pelvis so the tail draws down, the pubic bone lifts up. In other words, there's a little narrowing of the lower belly up towards your navel. This will lengthen and support your lower back as we move into it. So draw in those shoulders, pick up the chest as we've done a couple times, start to arch back, but think of those back ribs lifting up off the pelvic crest. And then maybe stay there. Maybe left hand finds your left heel. Right hand might find your right heel. If not, hands back on your bum spine. Now lift your chest. Maybe the head starts to drop back, maybe not. But with those deep inhales, lifting up. Lovely Jude, lovely Michelle. Big inhale. Come up, exhale. Hands to prayer. Take a nice deep breath. Remember, back in the beginning of the practice, just observe the shift that's occurred in your breath. Hopefully it feels a lot more open now. We're going to do one more. This time it'll be the other hand coming down first. So toes tucked or not, it's up to you. Hands to your bum. Manually tilt the pelvis, so tail down, pubic bone up. Good. Shoulders back. Lift the chest, start to arch back. Breathe. Maybe stay, maybe right hand finds your right heel, then left hand finds your left heel. And as you lift the chest, maybe the head drops back, maybe not. Move your hips gently forward, pubic bone in one line with your knees. Yes. One more huge inhale, lift the ribs. Exhale, come on up. Hands to prayer. Take a nourishing breath. Relax as you exhale. And then just gingerly, carefully come forward to all fours. Let your back just rest in a neutral shape for a moment. And then bring your knees and feet together. And with your legs together, sit back into a child's pose. And you'll feel that release into the lower back if there's compression there. And then from there, hands under shoulders. Inhale, roll your way up to sit on the heels. Now, as long as it's okay on your knees. So bring the knees a little bit wider, but your big toes are still together. It's almost like your bum's sitting on the insteps of the feet. And bring the hands onto the floor behind you. Now scoop your tail in the same way as you did in camel. So tail down, pubic bone up. And think of the knees lengthening forward towards the front corners of the mat. Now that might be enough. You might want to walk your hands further back. You might even drop to your elbows or lie down. Everybody's different here. But just think of those frontal knees lengthening forward, those frontal hips scooping up towards the base ribs. Big stretch across the fronts of the thighs and of course the ankles. Good. One more breath as you are. And then you're going to use an exhale, drawing the belly in to come back up. And then sit to one side to free the legs out. Well done. And then usually when you come out, you want to kind of rotate the ankles because that's quite intense on the feet, isn't it? And then just change the direction. Now just pausing there for a moment and just take a deep breath. So as we come to our seated series, it's very easy to let go of that fluid flowing breath, but try not to. Keep it going. So keep the left leg out, bring the right foot to your inner leg. By all means, you can lift your seat. By all means, you can pad up the outer right thigh, especially if that right knee is just kind of hanging out in no man's land. Sit tall as you inhale and just ease forward and down as you exhale. Hands could be on the floor, shin, ankle, strap, foot, whatever feels right to you. And just think of the left heel drawing forward. Yep, the left baby toe drawing back. Good. And just gently encourage the back of the left knee to ground down. Not enough so that the left heel pops up, but just enough so you've got that gentle integration of the front thigh so that then you have a little bit of a better stretch into the back of the left leg. One more breath as you are. And then as you inhale, you're going to pad your way up. Keep the legs. Exhale, left hand's going to catch your right knee. I haven't done this for a while. I love this. Turn the ribs right. Inhale, reach up the right arm. And exhale, side stretch. Reach up and over the head through that right arm. You might reach for the front wall. Some of you might be reaching more for the left foot, but you're just trying to turn the ribs, head back a little. Yes, and then reach through the right fingertips so you get that space into the right ribs. Breathe up into it. Lovely, everybody. One more breath there. And then inhale, glide up. Exhale, change legs. So right leg out, left foot in. Remember, whole new sides. You might want to lift your seat or pad up the outer left knee. Sit tall, inhale. And again, that right heel forward, the baby toe back. And fold as you exhale. Hands on the floor, shin, ankle, brick, foot. Not brick, strap, foot. And as we move forward, if you really round and collapse the front ribs, it makes it harder to breathe. So just gently drag the chest forward towards the toes. Maintain that length as you then fold a little deeper. So the bulk of the fold is coming from the hip crease and not from the base rib cage. Back of the knee gently grounds if you can. Yeah. All right, one more breath. And then inhale, glide your way up. Exhale, right hand, left knee. Inhale, turn, reach up the left arm. And exhale, side bend. So Joe, other way. So right hand, left knee. Yeah, there you go. And reach through the fingertips, anchor the sit bone. Head back just that bit. Breathe up into the left ribs. So you're turning, like the right ribs are spinning through, the left ribs drawing back, and reaching to open into the left. One more. And then inhale, glide up. Exhale, both legs forward. Move the flesh of the buttocks out the way to anchor the sit bones. By all means, grab a strap if you want around the balls of both feet. Sit tall up as you inhale and just ease it forward as you exhale. Hands on the floor, shins, ankles, or feet. Just a couple of breaths, and as we found before, draw the chest forward with your inhale. Fold as you exhale. Relax the shoulders though. Try not to let them bunch up. Yep, that's better. One more breath there. And then inhale, glide your way back up again. And exhale, bend up the left knee for a twist. Foot inside or outside the right leg's up to you. If it's outside the right leg could stay straight, or you could bring the right leg round, Ardha Matsyendrasana. But the point is the twist and the depth of breath to do what feels right to your body. Sit tall as you inhale, left hand's behind you. And turn round as you exhale. Turn the belly, the ribs, peek over the back shoulder. Yep. Now ground the sit bones, sit tall. Soften that front shoulder. It likes to get a little tense there. Good. And one more breath. And then inhale, glide it back, keep the legs. Exhale, counter right, derotate. Inhale, come back, and exhale, change legs. So set up the second side twist in whatever feels right on this side. Foot inside or outside the leg. Left leg could be straight or bent. We're gonna twist right. So sit tall when you're ready. Inhale, lovely guys. And turn it round. Exhale, turn the belly, the ribs, peek over the back shoulder. And sometimes with the depth of breath in a twist, you can almost feel like the inhale slightly coming out of the twist, but then the exhale, you can deepen it. So the twist can move to reflect the depth of breath. One more. And then inhale, glide it back, keep the legs. Exhale, counter left. And then inhale, come on back. So scoot your way forward. Now, if it's chilly where you are, grab some layers now. You might want socks or a jumper or something like that. And also you want to have something to come to sit up on, because after we've done our final series lying down, then we're going to come into relaxation, and then we're going to come up for a guided breath-led meditation, which just sort of helps seal in this stress release, energizing goodness that we've worked towards. So come to lie down onto your back and just hug the knees to begin. Lengthen your neckline. And then keep the right knee in and straighten the left leg out along the floor. Soften your shoulders. And then just change. So left knee in and right leg out, and use your breath to deepen. So lengthening through the right leg, drawing the left knee further in, but at the same time softening the shoulders, the jaw, the tongue. And then as you exhale, let's hug both knees to the chest and just gently rock left to right. And then reach the arms out in a cactus shape if you can, but if that feels too much on the shoulders, arms straight out is fine. And exhale, drop the knees over to the right and have your knees, if you can, in line with the navel. And maybe just slide the top knee a bit further over so it's a bit more stacked on the right knee. If you do that, the chances are the left shoulder lifts. So then push the right elbow into the floor to let the left shoulder reground. Just one more breath there. And then inhale, bring the knees back up. And take your time, exhale, change. So knees over left. Knees in line with the navel if you can. Slide the top knee a bit further over so it's more stacked on the left. And then gently anchor the left elbow to help that right shoulder reground. And just breathe and observe, maybe this side, you feel it more through the front of the chest. Just observing where your body's feedback is, just getting to know yourself, both physically and within your internal world. And then inhale, bring the knees back up. Exhale, hug the knees back in. You can hug them wide to your shoulders if you'd like. And you could stay with that, or you could take happy baby, grabbing the ankles or the outer feet, stacking the heels above the knees. Really, whatever feels nice to the lower back. Take a full breath in, and then release the feet back to the floor as you breathe out. Arms down alongside you, palms face up. Arms a little wider away just so the shoulder blades can just gently shuffle down so the chest is open. Yeah. And then scoop the tail forward towards your heels. And then straighten the legs forward. And as you do, just gently draw the base of the skull back. And if it doesn't feel good to straighten the legs, you could by all means, as always, use something under your knees. And then just take a nice deep and full breath in. And let it go. Do that again. And then if you'd like, you can stay working with a deep breath. If you prefer, you can just let the breath breathe itself. But just taking this brief time just to settle your body. Just imagine that any of that gripping, that stress, that sluggishness just dropping away from you into the ground. Now, if it feels best to you to stay as you are, by all means, just stay put. Otherwise, just start to deepen your breath. Bring a little movement to your fingers and toes. And with an inhale, reach the arms up over the head. And with the exhale, gently ground your lower back, bend your knees, and roll to your side. And then make your way slowly, carefully, come up to sit and sit up on a prop like you did in the beginning. And rest your hands on your thighs, palms face down, just like in the beginning. And stretch upwards through the crown of the head. Subtly draw the shoulders back so the chest is broad. But even as you maintain the alignment, just soften into it. And as you inhale, visualize the breath as like a golden warm light being drawn in through the nostrils and down the center of the spinal column towards the tailbone. And as you exhale, the breath retreats from the tailbone up through the spinal column and out through the nose. The inhale, you draw in and travel down. The exhale, you draw back up and travel out. As you imagine this, imagine that that golden light is just drawing goodness and wealth and happiness and joy, gratitude, steadiness, and ease right into the center of your being. And as you exhale, imagine that that same light had the power just to bring with it, to sweep out any of the stress or tension that's holding you back. And then just softly just let go of that visualization and take a deep, full breath, just feeling the whole of your body expand with the inhale and relax with the exhale. And then as you sit a little taller, fold the hands to prayer and bow the head. And may this breath, may our intention and our sense of grounded peace come with us throughout the day. No matter what the day throws at us, may we remember to take that breath and to reconnect to that stillness that exists within. And together, take one more energizing breath in and let it go. Namaste.